Another day, another bike ride. Just got out the gym. October 6, 2015. The time is probably 7 a.m. Eastern time. Over here in very gloomy South Florida. Headed to my job. I just saw some stuff in the gym that was pretty interesting. So I saw a group of ladies. They were doing squats, right? It's like 3 of them. And they were doing squats in a circle. Now, mind you, there's no real reason to do it in a circle. But women are women. And you have to allow a woman to be a woman. When they're in the gym and they have like a little bit of a nice body or a little bit of a situation that's, interesting to everybody else. What you just heard was a car rev the engine. He has his bumper missing, his back bumper missing. He has a tail light out. I don't even know why they have cars like that. Like, why? What do we get out of quote unquote racing the car if your car is a mess? I digress. Anyway, yeah, they're in a circle doing squats, and once again, you have to allow women to be women. But the reality is, they're doing it for attention, but they also getting a workout. And then again, maybe I do some things for attention, like this. So everybody, to each his own. To each his own. So they were doing squats, and one of the ladies was doing a squat, like as far as like fundamentally, totally wrong. The other 2 were pretty bad too, but not as bad as the other lady. Now, some guy, he lingers around them. And not by linger, I don't mean behind the machine. I don't mean wait for the right moment. All 3 ladies have their headphones in. He goes right in the middle of the circle and just stands there. The ladies are trying to ignore him. Once they're done with their session, mind you, they were squatting for at least 3 minutes straight. So this awkwardness happened for 3 minutes straight. He comes to them with a nonchalant, almost like an arrogance. I don't know what he says, but something to the effect of, "You're not doing that correct," and tries to show them the correct technique. Granted, he had the correct technique. His squat was pretty much, at least his body weight squat, his free weight squat, his air squat was on point. That's irrelevant. What's relevant is, even if you're not trying to bag somebody, even if you're not trying to get their number, even if you're not trying to even if you're not trying to get anything out of this, you got to be careful on who you give your information to. In that situation, he looked very, very, very bad. He looked bad. He looked bad. He looked thirsty, as people would call it. He looked needy. And mind you, the women, granted, he was right. The women will not take that information in. They literally ignored him. They will not take that information in. They will just ignore him, because people don't like being corrected. Nobody does. But especially when they're not looking for it, even if you are right. And then more in particular, women have, they're in these worlds that they've created. When men, I'm stuttering because I'm trying to get the ideas out, and it's all in my mind. When a woman is born, right, you put on a shirt. She puts on a little shirt as a baby, and it's daddy's little princess, right? So daddy's little princess gets treated very well. In comparison, a little boy is born, he gets, let's say, the shirt that says little player or whatever. When the boy falls down and he starts crying, the dad's probably gonna say, get up. The mom will say, don't do that to him. When the girl falls down and she starts crying, the mom and dad will both say, are you okay? This, that, and the third. That continues on to when they get to school. When they get to school, a little girl can just say, he's picking on me, and the boy gets sent into detention. When she gets to middle and high school, they, guys are starting to think about sex a little bit, so they are going to be real nice to you, date you, kind of give you whatever you want, which leads to sex. And then as you get older, you realize, once again, guys will do whatever they need to do in order to make life for you easy. You go to your average job. If there's a box a girl can't carry, the guy has to come along and carry it. If there's a task the girl can't complete, the guy will come and help out. Nothing wrong with that, right? But the reality is you're getting paid the same thing I'm getting paid, if not more. I'm doing your work now. My point of bringing all that up is to say that girls are in a world that is created for them. Each girl has their own world, which is why your average girl seems to have so much fun, because each girl has their own world. Guys have to insert themselves into the world, but a girl can create her own world because there's going to be people that will cater to whatever she needs, whether it's the guys at work, the guys at the gym, whatever. So with this own world, she picks and chooses who she wants to be in it. And if you are trying to offer advice and they're not looking for advice, well, now they don't want you in their world and they will exclude you out. You could be right. You could be 100% right. But the fact is she did not request that. So you look like the type of guy that's like, why is this guy talking to me about anything? Right or wrong? It's a dangerous line. It's a dangerous line. And the best way to go about it is, man, in that situation in the gym, don't do it. Unless you got a trainer shirt on and these girls know that that's what you do and you're doing your job in this case, do not offer any type of physical advice unless they ask for it. Because not only are you out of your boundaries as far as like, don't be offering advice to people because you're not a doctor, even if you know it, even if you know it's true, you're not a doctor or a physician or anybody that's respected on that level. But number two, and more importantly, if they didn't ask for it, don't give it to them. It only makes you look bad. And I've seen situations where things like that lead to arguments or kind of like, not physical altercations, but a little bit of a fight because the girl doesn't want the information. You're trying to offer it. You're right. And you're mad because she's shunning you, even though you're right. I'm a prime example of that. So your best bet in the gym, don't do it. Don't be the guy that offers the training advice. Don't be the trainer that's training people but don't get paid for it. Don't be that guy. Just go in there and handle your business. If you want to find a way to talk to the girl, I mean, you could try, but the reality is, too, it's very hard it's very hard to get a girl at a gym. If you think it's hard to get a girl at the club, and that's somewhere where they purposely go to drink, meet people, so on and so on. What about a place where they go just to sweat and they have no makeup on? They're not trying to be too cute, even though they are. And they just fucking working out. Imagine a place where you're gonna try to get a girl in that situation. If you can't get a girl at the club, the answer is no, man. So that was a quick video. The channel will get better and better as the days progress. I can't promise you that I'm gonna do it within the next 2 weeks, but anybody that comes along, I promise you I'll have more content, better content, more quality videos, more quality sound, so on and so on. To wrap it all up, man, just don't be that guy in the gym. Be that guy, but don't be that guy. All right, as always, it was a pleasure.